So I'm strolling through Twitter and just checking out stuff, and lo and behold, I come across something here from a guy I follow. Maybe you guys follow him through Drunk 3PO. So about Kathleen Kennedy. Hold on to your buckets. And I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I haven't heard anything about Kathleen Kennedy. I've been having my head knee deep in all of this Bob Iger nonsense. Okay, what's going on with her? Right? So I'm rolling through this, and most of the replies here is just nothing but people praying, yes, please, it's a Christmas miracle. Oh, snap, don't give me hope, all that kind of stuff, right? It's mostly that, right? People just saying, hey, we've heard it all before. Kathleen Kennedy is always supposed to get fired. Like every month, it seems like it's a Kathleen Kennedy's getting fired, rumor that's out there, and it never happens, right? So, at the end of the day, I'm like, well, what else is going on? But then I'm watching all my little streamers. One of the guys that I do check out from time to time is John Campea, right? And he had some stuff that he was going to talk about Bob Iger. So I go and check his little lineup. Okay, what is this guy going to be talking about? Lo and behold, look at there. Kathleen Kennedy out as head of Lucasfilm reports. Now, I'm not going to play any of John's stuff. You guys go check that out if you want to. But somebody already did kind of catch up on it and do an article from the Direct. Disney plans to remove Star Wars boss Kathleen Kennedy. Of course, this is a rumor, but it does mention YouTuber John Campea revealed on his live show that his sources have indicated that Kathleen Kennedy will be removed as the president of Lucasfilm either before the release of Indiana Jones or shortly after. This is what I've heard. I have heard that the decision to remove Kathleen Kennedy has already been made and that she will be gone either sometime before or very, very, very shortly thereafter the release of Indiana Jones 5. Now, I want to be very, very clear here. I cannot independently say to you and confirm to you that this is a fact. I will say that one of the two people that have contacted me has a 1,000% average on the things they've informed me of. Campea explained that he previously thought that Bob Iger's recent return would help entrench Kennedy even more. And I had a lot of people write in and ask, now that Iger's back, do you think that means Kathleen Kennedy is gone? And I had a lot of people write to me on that on social media, in the comments, writing to me directly about that. And my response to that was, well, no. If anything, it's the opposite. Bob Iger has traditionally been a Kathleen Kennedy ally. Now, I don't think that's true at all, okay? I don't think that's true at all, at least from the stuff that I've kind of read and heard about. And with Bob Iger coming back, I have a feeling that that will entrench her even more, and she will probably stay out to the end of her contract. I mean, I've said for a while, I don't think she lasts beyond the end of the new contract, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. So here's the question that I have, okay? If you are going to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, why wouldn't you do it now? Like it seems like now would be the perfect time to kind of get her out of here, at least sometime within the next month, okay? Just to say, okay, look, Willow is coming up, okay? So that's a Lucasfilm thing. Maybe they plan to do some splash with Kathleen Kennedy and Willow. Okay, fine. Right after that, that's when you go up to Kathy and hey, Kathy, it's not going to work out. It's time for you to move on. How do you want to go about this? Do you want us to fire you? Okay. Or do you want to kind of write your farewell letter, what they didn't give Bob Chapek the opportunity to do? Do you want to do something like, hey, I'm going to write my farewell, say, hey, Lucasfilm, I'm about to go spend time with my family, with my grandkids or whatever. It's been fun. It's been real. And you want to go out with some grace? Okay. Or do you want us to just fire you and let you get up out of here? How do you want to play it? Right. I think if you're going to do it, you do it sooner than later. Okay. You don't wait until Indiana Jones 5, especially with this rumor now coming out. You don't really wait till Indiana Jones 5 to let her go. I think the smart move would be to, just kind of ease her on out the door and let her do her, farewell letter and all of that. Now I have some reasons for that. Number one, I think that the major thing that Kathleen Kennedy, of course, has been taking heat for is not Indiana Jones or Willow or anything that. It's Star Wars. And there's been considerable Star Wars brand damage. We saw this article come out. Where's the Andor's massive audience? Blame Disney for too many bad Star Wars stories. Tony Gilroy says his Disney Plus series is still chasing an audience. One reason may be that casual fans are burnt out after years of franchise disappointments. Yes. If you're chasing viewers, Star Wars is one of the biggest brands in the world. And if you're chasing viewers, that should pretty much tell you that this brand is no longer special, okay? It doesn't carry the weight it used to. And this isn't about hating on Kathleen Kennedy or hating on anybody in Lucasfilm. This is just the facts. The Star Wars brand has taken heavy damage over these past 4 to 5 years, and it has nothing to do with anything but the material and the content that has been pushed out in front of us, okay? People didn't like The Last Jedi. People didn't like The Rise of Skywalker, okay? People didn't like The Book of Boba Fett. People didn't like Obi-Wan, all right? The only things that you can say that people have enjoyed for the most part, the critics and the fans, is The Mandalorian and Andor. And I'm talking about the last 5 years since 2017. Mandalorian and Andor. Bad Batch is kind of like, it's good sometimes, not so good some other times, okay? So it's more of that kind of stuff that's like, hey, you know, we need to get back to doing Star Wars, and this is what's hurting Lucasfilm. This is what's hurting the Star Wars brand, is that the stuff that they're giving us is just not up to snuff. It's just not good enough, all right? And that's across the board. Now, so that's number one. That's one big reason that I think, hey, get rid of her, do it fast, do it swiftly, let her write her goodbye letter and get her on up out of there. But the second reason, I think it's just really easy to do. You know, Star Wars is one piece of Disney. And if Iger is smart, he's like, you know what? We got a million ways to get it right now, baby. We like Jay-Z. I got a million ways to get it. I don't have to focus on Star Wars only, okay? Like, let me show you this little chart right here. Some of you guys may have seen this before. See, this is all of the companies that Disney owns, right? You know, it's like, man, we got a million ways to get it, baby. No, we got Marvel Studios over here. You can see right here in the middle, that's all the Star Wars stuff, right? You know, all of this stuff here with Star Wars, you got all of this crap. 21st Century Fox, right? All of the stuff that they acquired from Fox, all the little entities and everything that they got from Fox, they got that. ESPN on ABC, ESPN Classic, ESPN, all of the different sports outlets that ESPN brings to the table. Of course, you got the Disney parks and experiences and consumer products, okay? You got everything that's associated with it, not to mention Pixar and Hulu, all the theme parks, all the merchandise, all right? They got a million ways to get it. They can afford to shake up Lucasfilm a little bit. It's not going to completely destroy the company. And if there was ever a time to do it, the time to do it is when you've already shaken down the CEO. Like, you've already messed with that. You might as well just say, hey, man, let's just do everything right now. You got rid of the Kareem Daniel guy already, okay? You've already done some major shakeups. I don't see what waiting to fire Kathleen Kennedy would do. And then, like I said, again, you just give her a chance to, you know, just write up her little farewell speech. Hey guys, it's been real. Deuces, I'm off to the Caribbean to hang out with the fam. And then you just kind of ease her right on up out the door, right? But like I said, it's a good time to do it, especially because for Star Wars, there's really nothing coming up, right? You got, like I said, you got Willow coming up. Next year, you got Mando and you got Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka's supposed to come out next year. So if you get this thing done before the end of the year, right? You get this done before the end of the year. By the time 2023 comes out, you got a nice clean slate, okay? You get to Indiana Jones sometime in May or June, all right? After that, nothing of consequences on the horizon. There's nothing big coming up. So that allows whoever the new head of Lucasfilm to come in there, kind of get their feet settled and all of that. Now, let me preface this again by saying none of this means nothing. None of this is going to change the direction of Disney, because everything that's happening in Disney does not just start with Bob Iger. It's coming from above, okay? It's coming from even higher than him. They are responding to the reactions of their shareholders and all the people that own the stuff. I did that video about it, and if you want to see it, I'll link it above. BlackRock, all these major investors, they are the ones that are saying, hey, we want this agenda. This is what we want to see out of Disney right now. This is what will make us, you know, believe in Disney and put more money into Disney and so on and so forth, okay? So I don't think that any of this is going to change anything in regards to Lucasfilm, but what it will do is it will give fans something, okay? Because the fans have been saying, we want her gone, we want her out, get rid of her, blah, 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 okay? The fans will have like a little, oh, okay, they gave us something. They finally did something. And that might boost it up, bring a few fans back, okay? A lot of people are still going to be like, nah, I'll believe it when I see it, okay? And that's going to be a lot of people. But there are going to be a few that say, hey, as soon as Kathleen Kennedy is out, I'm back. And those folks will come back in droves, and they might get a little bit of a boost when it comes to the Mando. Mandalorian's a good show. Most people enjoy that. So that'll kind of reinvigorate, kind of like how when they had the end of Mando season 2 and Luke Skywalker comes out there and everybody got pumped and everybody was back into Star Wars for a brief moment, okay? It'll be that same kind of effect if they got rid of Kathleen Kennedy. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? Kathleen Kennedy possibly out the door. I mean, this is really, really interesting. I don't know if the rumors are true, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead, guys. Get down in the comments. You know what to do. Thanks for watching. See you next time.